In today's video, I'm gonna show you 5 budget guitars made by Harley Benton. Some of these guitars are super cheap, so if you're looking for a cheap electric guitar, you'll definitely love at least one of these models. Let's go! Before I start, I just wanna say that this brand has a lot of great guitars in their offer, but today we're gonna focus on the cheapest ones. If you want to check out the full specs and pricing of these guitars, feel free to click on the links in the description. Let's start with the Harley Benton TE20MN. It's the budget copy of the legendary Fender Telecaster. It costs around $80, so as you can imagine, it's a very cheap guitar. I have to admit that I really like that blue metallic high gloss finish. You have to admit that it looks pretty cool, especially with that maple fingerboard. When it comes to the specs, the guitar has a basswood body, a maple modern C-shaped neck and a maple fingerboard. It's a classic Telecaster, so it has a set of 2 single coil pickups. Considering how cheap it is, I think it's a real deal. It may not be the best Telecaster in the world, but I think that it can easily compete with the most expensive Squiers out there, especially after replacing the tuners and the pickups. Let's see how it sounds, and if you want to check out the full review of that guitar, I'm gonna leave a link somewhere here. Number 2 on the list, it's the Harley Benton ST20. It's actually one of the cheapest Stratocasters made by Harley Benton. I think that when it comes to the quality, it's pretty much on the same level as the Telecaster mentioned earlier. Again, it's not the best guitar out there, but keep in mind that it costs only $80. Just like the Telecaster, it has a basswood body, a maple modern C-shaped neck and the rose acer fretboard. It's a classic Stratocaster, so it has 3 single coil pickups and there is also a 5-way pickup switch. Overall, I think that it's a really good guitar. It has that classic bright Stratocaster tone, so if you like that kind of vibe, you should definitely check it out, especially if you're just starting out. The tuners and the pickups are pretty basic, but again, it costs only $80. It's time for a quick sound demo, but if you want to check out the full review of that guitar, I'm gonna leave a link somewhere here. Okay, it's time for one of my favorite Harley Benton guitars of all time. It's the Harley Benton JA60. If you like indie, alternative rock or surf rock music, this guitar will be perfect for you. I'm actually using that guitar on a daily basis and I even played a few gigs with that model, so honestly, it's super comfortable to play, it sounds great. In my opinion, it should be at least 2 or 3 times more expensive. It has a basswood body, a comfortable vintage caramelized maple neck and a laurel fretboard, which feels really nice too. Additionally, it has a pair of Roswell vintage style Alnico 5 Jazzmaster single coil pickups, which also sound really good. I think that this budget Jazzmaster is on a bit higher level than the Telecaster and the Stratocaster mentioned earlier, so if you're okay with spending a little bit more, make sure to check out that model. Let's see how it sounds, and if you want to check out the full review of that guitar, it's available on my channel. for something a bit different. That's the Harley Benton HB35. It's actually one of the cheapest semi-hollow body guitars made by this brand. It's based on the legendary Gibson ES335. It may not be as good as the original, but it's still a really good and cheap guitar. In my opinion, it's a really good and well-made guitar. Just look at it, you have to admit that it looks beautiful. This model has a maple body with a sustain block made of mahogany. There's also a comfortable Canadian maple C-shaped neck and the Amaranth fretboard. Additionally, the guitar has a 2-pneumatic bridge, chrome hardware, 2 volume and 2-tone controls and 2 vintage style humbuckers. I bought that guitar a few days ago and the original setup was pretty good, but the string action was a little bit too high, so I needed to adjust it. So just keep that in mind. But overall, it's a great guitar, it looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful, it's definitely worth the money. Alright guys, let's see how it sounds, and if you want to check out the unboxing and the full review of that guitar, here's the link. Number 5 on today's list, it's the Harley Benton SC400. It's actually one of the cheapest Les Paul guitars made by this brand. There are a few other Harley Benton Les Pauls that are considered as better, for example the SC450 or SC500, but they are a bit more expensive, so if you're looking for the best value for the money, make sure to stick to the SC400. The guitar has a basswood body and a C-shaped maple neck, which feels really nice. Additionally, Harley Benton decided to put 2 classic open humbuckers into that model, and they sound really good. They are not amazing, but they get the job done. The main disadvantage of that model is the satin finish, which makes it really easy to leave fingerprints on it. I'm not sure if you can see it on the video, but you'll probably have to clean it quite often just to keep it nice and tidy. It's time for a quick sound demo, and of course if you want to check out the full review of that guitar, I'm gonna leave a link somewhere here. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments below which one of these guitars do you think is best. Like I said before, Harley Benton has a lot of fantastic electric guitars in their offer. If there's a model that you'd like me to review, give me a shout and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching guys, hopefully it was helpful, and if it was, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm on my way to 1000 subscribers, so if you want to help me out, that would be amazing. See you next time.